What up, Sweet Squad? T with the Diva here. I won't be before y'all long today, but I just came to see if y'all saw the interview with Cam Newton and Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Baby, baby. So this is my thing. This is my take on it. Cam Newton. First of all, I never thought that men with a lot of kids, even in the house, even if you got 10 kids in the house with you, I didn't know that men with a lot of kids thought that they were doing their kids justice by having a lot of kids and saying that they're able to spend enough time with them. Because when you have a lot of kids, even if they in the same house, you do realize that you're not able to give those kids a lot of your time. It's only 24 hours in a day. You about got to work 5 or 6 or 7 of them, even if because he's not working like a full-time job or still playing football or nothing, but he still got stuff to do. I mean, he got a podcast. So you still got stuff to do. You're not able to effectively support all of those kids 100%. So somebody's going to miss out. Somebody is not going to get all of you. So that's when the mother comes in. And again, that's when the kids lack a father, a full-time father. Just because you can effectively, financially take care of these kids, that doesn't mean that that's all they're going to need. Sometimes they need somebody to be there. And when I say be there, I don't mean call me if you need me. I mean, like for instance, when my kids were in school, like when I just had 2 and they were in school, my mama used to say, Nish, you want to go back to school? I get the kids from school for you. And I would be like, no, I've already sacrificed school because I need to see them when they get out of school. I need to be able to look at their faces and see what kind of day they had. Not just ask them, but see what type of day they had. And I can't do that if I'm in school. But back to Dr. Chanel Bryant. On her interview with Cam Newton, he talks about how he has he has 8 kids, by 3 women, and he said his desire to get married is less than his fear of being divorced. So he probably ain't gonna be getting married. So with the comedian girl who talked about you ain't had no millionaire put that pressure on you. No, but also we don't have to have that pressure on us by somebody who don't want to be married. And he thinks that him and his baby mamas, and because he got custody of all 8 of his kids and they live in the home with him, and him and Jazzy are taking care of them together, that he is really doing them a service because they are in the home and he is in the home. Like the doctor said, you are not effectively able to provide those kids with a healthy amount of support and a healthy amount of love and everything that they need. And you are really doing them a disservice because you ain't even looking forward to making sure you stay planted in one of those households. You talking about whoever God sent for me. She told him he thought that he was high functioning because he got 8 kids and 3 baby mamas. But since all his kids live with him, that means that he's high functioning. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant clearly and quickly broke it down to him that that does not mean high functioning, sir. You are not high functioning because you got 8 kids and they live in a house with you. You are low functioning because you got 8 kids and you got 3 baby mamas. So you are just spreading your seed just recklessly all over the world, and you're not planning on making sure that you remain in one household at one time. You think you running on high functioning fuel right now. High functioning fuel right now. And you're not. So how is it that you think that because you got 8 kids and they all live with you, that you are high functioning? Sir, you got 8 kids by 3 women. Like, you cannot possibly give all of those kids everything that they will need from you for them to grow up and be well-rounded, productive members of society, and you have not been able to 100% support them. Financially, it's not support, guys. Guys, newsflash, money do not raise kids. You cannot kiss a dollar bill. Well, you can, but it's no feeling to it. You cannot hug a check. You cannot make a $100 bill sit in a seat at an event. If you got a game, you can't send your money to sit for you. You can pay somebody to sit and watch your kids' game, but it's not you. It's not you that'll be able to share those memories, and you that'll be able to share those experiences, and you that'll be able to remember all of the events that you've gone to and all of the things that you have been present for, because you won't be able to be there. You got 8 kids. They all will have something. Don't let each of them have 2 sports that they involved in a piece. You can't do that and run a podcast. So she broke it down to him, and she explained to him why it wasn't high functioning. However, he didn't receive it well, because of course he came back to say to something to the effect of, you 41 and you a relationship coach, but you're not in a relationship. I just want to ask people who make comments like that, have you ever smoked crack? And if you have not smoked crack before, do you need to smoke crack to know that crack is not good, and to be able to tell somebody else you shouldn't smoke crack because it's not good? It can't apply to smoking crack, but then not apply to be in a relationship or a marriage. I know, I ain't never been in a marriage, but I know enough to know what an unhealthy marriage look like. I know exactly what kind of marriage I don't want to be in. Now, I may not know what kind of marriage I want to be in. I may not know exactly what a healthy marriage look like, but I do know that, for one, I want a marriage where nobody bringing me no diseases, and I want a marriage where nobody's bringing me any babies. I want a marriage where somebody can respect me enough to think about me before they indulge in sleeping with the whole city. So that's the stuff that I know that I do want. But I don't have to get married. I don't have to be married to know that that's what I want. And I don't have to be married to know what I don't want. So miss me with the whole, you ain't been through it, so you ain't lived it, so you can't tell me nothing about it. I don't have to have no kids to know that you having 8 of them it means that you're not high functioning with them. It means that you are not high functioning. And then the fact that you said your desire to get married is lower than your fear of divorce. So your fear of divorce is pretty high. And you are dating and courting and dealing with these women on a grown man level, but you're not going to give them the commitment of, like, just like Jazzy. Like, I'm sure she wants to get married, but she can't. We decide who we going to sleep with. They decide who going to get married. So she ain't going to be able to get it. But I wish that he wouldn't have got on the defense and he would have been able to accept, because that was a nugget. That was a real nugget that she gave to him. But I can tell from his response that he wasn't receptive to it. But anyway, she just knows what high functioning and low functioning is. So I just wish that he could have received it a little better than he did, because he didn't receive it at all. But I just wanted to come to y'all right quick and see if y'all saw that interview. If y'all didn't see it, break it up in pieces, because it's like over 2 hours long. But she got in his ass. She's really long-winded. She does, go all over the mulberry bush before she can bring it home. But I mean, some people just long-winded like that. But you're going to get the message. Break it up into pieces. Watch 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, 30 minutes. You won't lose count. It's interesting. You will stay involved and engulfed. But she got his ass together. But yeah, so that was all I wanted to talk about. I will holla at y'all later. Thank you, Swig Squad. This is Tea with the Diva.